Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it is 11:05 on Monday morning and the sky is really dark. Looks like we might be getting another storm. Now the people had asked me about that thing I put up about the storm that was here. No, we were nowhere near where the water was that bad. That is over in our main street. If we had a river near here, we might have been in a little bit of trouble, but we don't. We have a little, not a river, just like sort of a bit of a thing run through the town, a creek or something, but we don't have any rivers. But that was in our main part of the town where it appears when they put in the new plumbing for the underground, they didn't make it big enough. I don't know if that's true or not, I hope I'm not... But that's supposedly, and the water can't get away, so it just built up. But it'll come down that fast, that's why it got like that. I have another video up there that somebody took, goes for about 3 minutes, and it's really cool. Okay, so now I'm come on here today because I'm going to make one of these things with the envelope like Pam made on the paper outpost. I don't know how long ago it was. It was just new. Could be new. I think I've done one before anyway, previously, so it doesn't really matter. But I found one without a window in it, and I really wanted one without a window. So what you do is you get your envelope, and I'm thinking that I want to take that off there and put paper on that one like I did the one I did before. So let me see, what have I got that'll go over there that'll fit? But that won't fit. I need a piece of paper to cover that with, so it'll be because I want it, it's going to be turned up like that and made into tuck things, and I don't want this to come unstuck or get all sticky, you know what I mean. So I want to put a piece of paper over it, and we're going to find a piece of paper. Here we go. Look at that, that was easy. So I want to put a piece of paper over it. This is a pretty good piece of heavy paper. Okay, so it's got to go in there just to make that pocket there a bit sturdier. So I want to, I have to cut that about here. Because I can't do it like I did the one yesterday because I'd have to push all that down into there to that far. And that would work. And that would make it a lot bit easier for me. I thought this was thick. There's two sheets here. So I'm going to cut that across here. Right. And... or tear it or something, such thing. Just tear this out with my ruler. I bought a tear ruler. Hardly use it. I was here today tearing things out by hand. I'm thinking, why don't I use my tear ruler? So this goes down in... no, it doesn't. This way, look. You're supposed to put it down in there. And I don't know what I was just doing, but I lost it because I was talking about something else completely different and didn't... Right. So this is just a piece of copy paper. And it's a creamy colour, but it's going to work for me just fine. Now, so what I'm going to do is take a bit off this edge here, and try not to forget what you're doing, please, Sonia. I know I'm worried about the storm, but it'll be fine. We'll be right. We'll be right. We'll be safe, I hope. It's all good. It's all good. It just scares you a bit, that thunder, doesn't it? If anything, the other day, my body jumped when it with this big club of thunder. I thought, oh dear, that was bad. That was bad. Anyway, so I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to put glue on here, which I probably will use the one that'll come out a little bit far. Actually, this will do. Glue stick will work just fine. It will hold it all down because it's going to be folded over anyway, isn't it? And I'm not going to worry about the bit that goes underneath it. I just want to make sure that this is all covered down. So you get this bit here and you push it down into there until it gets to these pieces, and that way you've got it all covered. Pretty natty idea that, isn't it? Found that somewhere one time. It didn't go all the way to that. That doesn't matter because I put it in sideways because that bit's going to be turned over anyway, okay? Do you like that glue's really wet, that? I suppose it's supposed to be, isn't it? So it'll glue things. Okay, now, going around here. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow and I'm not happy about that, but I can't get out of it. Something I have to go do. So, I just have to go do this. Sometimes we don't have choices, do we? Now I'm going to see if I can fold this really nice and straight up along here. I've got to get in the right place, don't I? Well, it should come there on the ends of this, don't you think? The fold is fair at the edge here. So that is where that bit there comes, righto. So we're going to fold that up by putting the ruler there, because this is still a bit damp. It's only because it's cool here, you know, because when it's in the summertime this doesn't take me so these things so long to dry, this glue. I'm sure it doesn't. So that we're going to turn that up and press that down like so. And use my bone folder as we go because we don't want to have, and it has got writing on there, look. It says security envelope. Now I bought these up at the Can Assist thing and it was, I don't know whether they faded to this colour because they were, you see how the colour changes across it, and you can see through it, but that doesn't matter because we're going to cover that. I think I'm going to cover that because I'm making one of these here that fold like that, you know, and then it can go in your journal and you've got a little nest of goodie bits. And yes, I haven't done anything wrong yet. Just do this, just fold it in three. Now I'm not going to take it right that way because I wanted it to have this here that you can see that it's going to be folded in three. Okay, so we're going to put that there like that. Hope I'm doing this right. Okay, and then we're going to turn that over and that's going to go like that. I like the colour of it now. Don't you think? It looks really good now that it's either faded or whatever. And I've got to find the rest of them because I think I got a few in a packet. So I've got to find the rest of them. Been looking for things and I'm finding things. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm finding things, but you've got to work out what you're going to do with them. So I need to have something on here, don't we? So we need to cover this. And it's going to have to be with something really thin because I don't want it to be too bulky. So whether I just leave it like it is and cover these patches, because the colour's not bad, don't mind the colour. I've got some bits here that I got this morning, but I don't think there's anything really. I've got this one here. These are copied off. I didn't copy. I bought them on in some sort of a kit, and yeah, so that'll probably look all right on there, wouldn't it, with that as this as the background. You probably wouldn't need, but then you got that bit up there. Okay, so we're looking at this going that way anyway, so you can't be doing it upside down, so you just watch what you're doing. Okay, so if that went there, that'll be the front, wouldn't it? And then I'd have to find something to go on the back here, or that's going to stick in the book, whichever you want to do. Do I want to stick it in the book? I think so. I don't think it's too thick. I think it's better in the book. Right. Now, do I want a pocket or something? Here, maybe a pocket. No, because that's going to be a pocket. This is going to be a paper thing to write on. And you've got the front here. This could be a pocket on the front, couldn't it? I've got to cut that out and put that there. I'll cut it out and see what it looks like first before I make a decision on that. Although I do have these ones here too that I cut out. Love this. I do like that. Maybe that can go in the inside here if they both fit on there somehow. Righto. Let me see what we can do. Now I'm going to cut the bird out. I don't know whether these were arty maize. I think they could have been. I know these. Well, I can't see it now. I had some there that were hers. I bought more, and I think I've got 5 more lots, but I haven't printed them off yet. I just don't get around to it, really. Haven't done anyway over the... Oh dear, now I've got a sort of a wonky shaped oval here because that went off the rail. It just went off the rail there. Look at that, it went off the... Looks like a googie. Yeah, of course it does. It's egg shaped. There's egg shapes on you. It's a bit gooey-ish. Okay, so I do like how that colours are going like that, don't you? I think that looks really cool. Really cool. Now, okay, so put something else with this. We just can't leave that sitting there by itself looking cool. Whatever. I'm in the jar here with the lace. That is too wide, but that is an awesome piece, isn't it? Beautiful piece. Maybe that can be in the pockets in the middle. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, now what do I do with this? Put some ink on to start with. I've been doing a bit of ink in this morning. Oh dear, I hate that noises. But we do make them up with the noises. Ah dear. I need something behind this. You just can't go on there willy-nilly, can it? Okay. Found all that good music paper yesterday. I should be able to find some of that again to do something with. I don't know. It's pretty tricky, Sonya, when you get something in there and you lose it. Here's a piece here. This is from the Nutcracker book that I got. This piece. It's got little images all over it, see? That's pretty cool. I thought this might be too thick. Oh yeah, this is really thick paper. I want something really thin, don't I? Because I don't want to overpower it. Make it too... Oh, where's a piece of thin stuff here? Come on. Got any skinny music book? Skinny paper. Righto. I do know where there's plenty, but I'm worried that it's going to be too... This here's a bit really old stuff. No, it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for. I wonder what I did with the music papers. I've got some there on type pages. I don't know where they are. They're down here. Because I couldn't get them back in the cupboard. But you really have to start looking at doing something like getting them back in the cupboard, aren't we? This might not be very old. It isn't. Nope. Colour's wrong. You've got to get a bit different colour there. Front door. I don't know if the wind's blowing it or what. We might have just went out there to see how far away that storm is. Righto, now I need a piece of this. Very flimsy. It does not matter. I'm terrible at putting stuff away, aren't I? I want the part with the notes on it. It won't be there when I put that on it. Okay. Well, I don't know now that I've got that there. What I'd be thinking. I don't know. We're just going to tear this. We've got teared bits of paper flying everywhere, torn bits of paper, I should say. This is very bare, isn't it, this one? Bare in the middle, so we might have to do something about that. Go around the corner a bit, make it look a bit more... Okay. That looks like somebody chewed a bit out. We better take that off there. Rightio, now. I'll put that on there like that, I think. I'm a bit of a fuss pot. I can't help this. I'm going to tear around here. I'm going to tear around this. I just want the torn look, I guess. I don't know. It looks better with the part behind it then, I think. That's what I'm saying anyway, if I'm right or not. But see, where there's that big space, you can journal on that big space. Can't cover everything over. People won't be able to write anything down, will they? I have a bad habit of covering everything over. That bit off. Come on. Okay. Goodness, Sonya. Don't ask me what I'm doing, I don't know. I'm getting a bit carried away here, aren't I? Or not. Maybe I could decoupage this piece. Looking like it. It definitely looks like I should do that. Make sure I got it up the right way. It's going to go that way. That's the top. So this is up the right way. So I'm going to put that on there. Bit of a bird. It just didn't look right, just putting a piece on a piece on a piece, did it? Just did not look right. Bird up a bit higher. Put him there, eh? Right. Now, I've got paper torn up here all over the place because I've been doing other things this morning and I just ripping things up, putting stuff down. Okay, we can put that over there. I think it's upside down. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares today. I'm just crafting away here. Right, something else pretty colour. What have I got? It'll go with what I'm doing. I wonder if I could put that on there. No, I could not. Don't get that off there. Oh dear me. Okay, right. Let me see. What have I got here? Anything interesting, Sonya? That's a bit stiff, that one. Don't know if I want to put that on. It's too stiff. So is that. I suppose I could put a bit of this on. Stick a bit on there. Numbers on it. Might be okay. Might turn out okay. We'll see what happens, eh? I don't know where the rest of it's blown to. Ah dear, it's all blown away on me. Right. Oh, a bit of washi tape. Why not? Actually, I've got this really nice one here that I might put a bit of that on. Yeah. Got a nice rose on it. Right, that's pretty, isn't it? Yes. And I lifted that up. Probably just not a good thing. Okay, so now I think my husband's out the window measuring my window for my air conditioner somehow. I hope that's him out there. Somebody's out there rattling around the window. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Put a little bit of it, eh? Not too much, just a bit. This I won't have the fan on anymore. That'll be good, won't it? Won't be driving everything across my piece of across my table all day, will it? Right. Too much. Something different. There's a box here with some stamps in. Maybe I can throw a stamp on. leaving it too fried on. Or a puzzle piece. I don't want to put a puzzle piece on. Okay. Throw that there. I thought yesterday today was going to be a public holiday, but it isn't. And that's all good too. We don't mind if it is or not, do we? Put this stamp on here. I do like to put a stamp in the vicinity of where they're supposed to go. You know how you're supposed to put them up there? I reckon that's cool when you do that. Well, that's not bad. I don't mind looking at that now. I've got a little space here that I haven't got anything on though. And there's that birdie. He got himself in there, didn't he? That's good. As long as the bird's happy, we're right. The birds are happy. Now, that doesn't look too bad. I'm not too disappointed with that, with the outcome. So I'm going to cut this up here. Oh no, don't cut the envelope, Sonya, please. Now I've given myself the chance or the choices that I can do this with the rest of it, or I don't have to. Do you? Because I've just done it on the front bit because I wanted to. I don't know, because I couldn't. I was going to put the bird on, but I just didn't think he was working to start with. Righto. Keep pushing this down, it'll stick. I don't want to. Don't push your things along here too bad, because if they're still wet, you're gonna wreck it. It's gonna rip the paper up like I did yesterday, or the other day when I was cutting out the circle. Remember? Do you remember that? So this is really still all wet, but that's okay. I think it looks pretty cool myself. Now I'm going to use a piece of this, go across here I think, for the, no, how about the top bit? Don't know. So I'm going to cut down here, like so, to the fold there. Probably should have unfolded it to do that. And cut down there to the fold. So you might not do anything with this part, because I'm going to stick that in the journal, so I won't do anything to that part, okay? Cut that off there, cut that off there, so we've got that like that, okay? Bit wrinkly. That's okay. We should have actually stuck something on here before we started chopping it up, Sonya, because now you're going to have to do that now, aren't you? Ah, dear me. Now we're going to have to put something on here. Right. That piece there I might not worry about, this bit, because I'm keeping it, I think I'll keep it yellow, because it's going to be glued down, righto? Except it's got that bit, hasn't it? Right. Little white line, that doesn't matter, I don't mind. If I cut this up in that direction to make it look a bit more, whatever that would be, sort of the same. Doesn't want to be the same though. So this can be a pocket, but you probably only stick down a bit. Okay, and that bit there's going to be where we're going to put our paper. And we do have paper, we had paper here earlier that we're going to put in there. Here we go. This is a real old paper pad that I bought, and I think I'm going to cut this out to fit in there. Okay, so how many pages? I've got a few pages. 1, 2, come on, 1, 2, 3. Is that all? So there would have been 4 there, sure. I'll have 5, because I want to make sure this is stuck down properly. Righto, 5. Now, cut across the top. It's got to come in the middle. It's got to be plenty of room for that to turn over, and this side to turn over, so you want to make it, it's coming in about 1/4 of an inch either side, okay? And then I suppose it can go down behind here if I like, or not. Doesn't matter. I could just use that as a tuck spot, eh? So just cut this to be. Where's the thingy here? Okay, there. It's a bit short, but that doesn't matter, does it? There's still plenty of room to write things on it. Let's move that over the road, out of the road for a minute, not over the road. Okay, now where's my cutting thingy? Don't know how come I can put it down fair here and can't see it. I know, because I covered it over with things, that's why. Somebody said on the video that if earth shakes I'm in trouble. Well, not that, but she said if I was in what's the name of an avalanche, and I really am too, but I can't help that. I just don't feel like I want to tidy it up yet, and you've got to be in the right frame of mind, don't you? I used to love coming in here sorting through my stuff once, but I can't handle it no more because I want to keep playing with everything. I want to keep making stuff. I find things that I forgot I had, and then I want to make things. I was thinking I might cut that red bit off, eh? So all the papers will come apart, and that's okay, I can redo that. I'll cut it off. You can make little books out of them bits you're cutting off there, Sonya. You can. Righto. Near the bin. A mouthful of water. Put that there. Now, I'm going to put a tiny little trail of ink. Why do I keep calling it ink? Glue across here. Tiny trail of glue across here. I put more glue in this thing this morning. Gee, it took a long time. But I did it. It probably didn't, you know. It just seemed like it to me because I was wanting to get on with what I was doing. There's one. I looked at the camera to see if you can see what I was doing, and I went sideways. Pay attention to what you're doing, Sonya. Right, don't do this. Don't move. Don't move. Audio. Yeah, so the weather's pretty weird out there. I don't know what's going on. Supposed to be going to be more big storms, but I don't know. Might be just going to go away. It still seems to be sitting there above us, though. It's not doing anything. It's not making rain or making thunder or lightning or anything. Okay, so now I need to put something across the top of it because I want it to be neat, sort of across here like this. That'll look nice, won't it? We'll have a bit of that. And we'll put some glue on because we want it to go over the back too. So I'm going to put the glue across here. Get in there, come on. Stand up. You just got to go across here like so. Okay. Now I always like to leave a bit on the end because when I turn it, make sure that it's long enough, and then I can just cut that off, can't I? I'm going to turn this over the top here. Right. I'll put a bit of ink on this. I'm going to have to get a bit more out of here, aren't I? I have to put an arrow on this so it reminds me which way it goes. I've got a bit of an idea, but I just muck it up every time. Where's me thingy? Too much ink on it now. Be careful what you're going to do next, because you don't want to put too much ink on what you're doing next, do you? Righto. So I want to cut that up there and cut this up here. I hope you can still see what I'm doing here. Okay, and that's going to go in there. I'll put some ink on. Only a tiny bit, tiny bit, tiny bit. Pay attention, Sonya, just don't go off willy-nilly. Just pay attention what you're inking. Okay. Now I can hear the thunder. Okay. Right, now I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to glue that on there because I don't want it to go anywhere. And if the bottom this back page here is glued on, it's not going to go anywhere, is it? I suppose I can put this on here to do it with. It just means I'm going to have to squirt more glue into we later, doesn't it? Doesn't matter. I can do that. I can do that. Now, if I put that up there, oh well, it just flopped down, so I hope it's good. Can't blame the thing. It's the person using it that's doing it. But anyway, that worked all right. It looks okay. It's not out of whack in any way. It's okay. Righto. And that's going to glue that there, so it will stay permanently in your pockety thingy. So that's under that, and that's under there, and that's there like that. So now I need to, whatever this is here, is on coming off. Something stuck to it. Come on, really. Righto. Now, okay, a little bit of ink, Ink these edges around here. Gives it a finished look, doesn't it? Down here. Right, across the bottom. Okay. Now I've got to do inside of this. I need to put something on that one, on that side and this side, because I don't want these folding bits here. I don't want those there, like edges. I want to put something on this part here. Then they could always flip down and be a place to journal, couldn't it? Well, don't know yet. Got nothing. I can't decide that. I haven't got that. Anyway, I'm just going to show you what I've done this morning to put in this journal that I'm making. I hope this is going to go in there fine. Okay, where's the other bits? I made little envelopes. So, because I've only got a couple of minutes left before I should turn this off. So this is going with this, isn't it, sort of thing? I don't know about that bit. I just put that in there. Okay. So I've got this little booklet that I made this morning, and it's just made with a couple of staples down the side, or 3 staples. And I've just stapled that and then pages in there and made that little booklet. I made one of these ones that have like a waterfall thing or whatever you call it, petticoat thing or something, I don't know. They're supposed to be different levels, but it didn't matter. I really love using this. This is out of photo album, you know, the old photo albums. Actually, they were new ones that I got up the opportunity shops, and you can see through it, and it's really nice to add to something, I reckon. And then I have this one here that I made out of something that I got, I think it was Auntie May's one that I purchased, and then it's like it is supposed to actually be the front of a envelope, but I turned it over like that, put some bling on there. It looks really cool. I think it needed the bling, I really do. So so here is how we're going so far with these bits. So I'm hoping that when I get through, through a few more, I'll be able to put them into the journal, won't I? That I want to make. I haven't really particularly got any sort of thing. There's flowers. There's going to be probably more little houses, and I'm hoping anyway to see what I make. I've got this one here. This thing I've found that I've acquired from somewhere, but I don't know what to do with it. I think it needs bling on it, don't you? And there's another bird cage, so maybe we'll do some bird houses as well as some houses. We don't know. We just don't know what Sonia's going to feel like when the day comes, do we? So anyway, so thank you everybody for watching that. And so if you've got the general idea anyway, if you wanted to do that sort of thing, and then I'm just going to cover these pieces here. I think I'm definitely going to put something on the back of there, or even make a pocket on that. I could do a pocket, couldn't I? maybe with that, I don't know. Look, I find that to be a little bit dark. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.